Welcome to Berlin, Germany.
Nobody was allowed to walk here.
Berlin doesn't try to impress you, it tells its story instead. Come along as I explore the best of Berlin. But first, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming travel adventures. Come along. I have made it to Berlin, Germany, which is Germany's capital city, also known as the biggest city here in Germany. We are standing in the heart of downtown, also the historic district. And as you can see behind me is the television tower, the famous Berlin Cathedral, and also the Museums Island. Berlin is Germany's vibrant capital, a city where history and modern life collide. With over 3.7 million people, it is the largest city in the country and a hub for culture, art, and innovation. Known for its iconic landmarks like the Brandenburg Gate, the Berlin Wall, and the Reichstag, the city tells a story of resilience and reinvention. Berlin is also green. Over 40% of the city is parks, gardens, and forests, perfect for exploring on foot or by bike. And for travelers, it's incredibly easy to get around, with its extensive public transport system from U-Bahn and S-Bahn, trains and buses and trams. Whether you're into history, nightlife, street art, or world-class museums, Berlin has something for everyone. It's a city that never stops evolving, yet always remembers its past.
These were holes. These were all holes here. When we had the 2 weeks of battle in Berlin.
Berlin's history is wild, seriously. This city has seen it all. Founded way back in the 13th century, this has been a royal capital, an industrial powerhouse, and a creative hub. The streets here have stories everywhere you look, from grand palaces to scars left by World War II. One of the most intense parts of Berlin's story is the Cold War. After the war, the city was split into East and West, separated by the Berlin Wall.
So many people from the East had left their homes and went to the freedom in the West, and therefore this wall came up. The Berlin Wall was built so to stop all of these refugees going from East Germany to West Germany, and they did that over West Berlin.
For almost 30 years, it kept families, friends, and neighbors apart.
The yellow line is between East and West Berlin, and this is the Berlin Wall.
The wall.
This is East Berlin, Soviet sector. This is West Berlin.
Today, you can still see pieces of the wall covered in graffiti and art, reminding us of what life was like and how much people fought for freedom. And of course, there's the Brandenburg Gate.
This is the Brandenburg Gate. The Brandenburg Gate is old, relatively old. It was built in the end of the 18th century.
It started as a symbol of peace, but over the years it's seen wars, division, and then incredible reunification.
It has this symbolic, it was isolated for 28 years. There was nobody was allowed to walk here during 28 years, between 1961 and 1989. And that means there were soldiers of the East Germans, they were guarding this area.
When the wall finally came down in 1989, people celebrated right here. It's basically the heart of Berlin.
Standing on the west side of the Brandenburg Gate, and this would have been the entrance. It was the entrance into Berlin once. In the time when this was built, 236 years ago, then this was the entrance to Berlin. Now we call it the entrance to the historic Berlin. And when we come out from the other side, we go into direction this way to the west, and this is the way to a city called Brandenburg. This is 80 kilometers away from here. 80 kilometers from here, city called Brandenburg, therefore Brandenburg Gate.
Berlin also has a beautiful site remembering those lives lost during the Holocaust. We're here at the Holocaust Memorial in Berlin, which is a memorial site to pay tribute to around 6 million Jewish people that were killed during the Holocaust. And these brick statues, as you can see, are painted gray to symbolize ashes. And everywhere there's uneven floors, which showcases the instability that these people experienced and a lot of the downfalls they went through.
The Nazis murdered many people. Killed many millions, and 6 million were Jewish. And for the 6 million Jewish victims of the National Socialism, we have this. It's the memorial for the victims, for the Jewish victims of National Socialism. And it's huge. It has 2,701 of this kind of steles or concrete blocks. Yep. They can be low, they can be a little bit, they can be even here, look, integrated into the ground when you look here. They are they are practically not there.
To start off the trip, I'm staying at the Westin Grand Berlin, located right on Friedrichstraße, one of the most historic streets in the city. From the moment you step into this grand lobby, with its high ceilings and timeless design, the hotel feels calm and welcoming.
The hotel is very famous here in Berlin because it's one of the oldest buildings from the GDR. The building is protected because of the history and because of this very, very, very famous stairs and the hotel lobby with the 30-meter hall.
The building dates back to the 19th century, originally built as a residence for Prussian aristocracy. Over time, it witnessed imperial rule, the rise and fall of the Nazi Germany, division during the Cold War, and today it stands as a symbol of Berlin's ability to reinvent itself.
Tell me a little bit about the two of those top tier rooms that you can book when you stay here.
The top rooms here are the Grand Garden Suite, which are facing our 3,000 square meter hotel garden, which is very, very quiet and very green. And also the classic suites, which are in the old style from 1900.
The Grand Diamond Suite is an incredible space that feels like an oasis. The best room in the building comes with a private sauna, and even Swarovski crystallized lights to glisten the room. The rooms are spacious, quiet, and thoughtfully designed, featuring Westin's signature heavenly bed, large windows overlooking the city, a comfortable workspace, and bathrooms that make it easy to unwind after a full day of exploring. Mornings here start with an impressive breakfast buffet, offering everything from fresh pastries, breads, and fruits to eggs, local meats, cheeses, and made-to-order options. I also took full advantage of the gym after indulging in some great food.
If you book the Westin Grand Berlin, you can be sure that you are in the historical city center of Berlin. In walking distance, just around the corner, you can reach the Gendarmenmarkt with the French and the German Dome, the famous Brandenburg Gate. You are just 1-2 stations away from the central train station, where you can take the train and go further with your journey. The airport is just 30 minutes away.
Getting around Berlin is incredibly easy, especially with the Berlin Welcome Card, which gives you unlimited access to public transportation across the city, including the U-Bahn, S-Bahn, buses, and trams. What makes this especially meaningful in Berlin is that the transit system seamlessly connects areas that were once divided between East and West, allowing you now to move freely through the neighborhoods that tell very different parts of the city's story. Beyond just transportation, the card also offers discounts on museums, attractions, and experiences. Discounts of up to around 50% at over 170 attractions, making it a practical and cost-effective way to explore. Whether you're hopping between historic sites or riding the train just to watch the city go by, the Berlin Welcome Card makes navigating the city simple, efficient, and stress-free. I explored dinner at Rotisserie Weingrun, a modern take on traditional German cuisine. This place is known for their famous open-flame grill rotisserie chicken. It's in the area of Berlin Mitte, which has long been a hub for trade, culture, and conversation. And that's exactly what this restaurant captures, with regional ingredients cooked over an open flame in a space that feels warm and grounded. Berlin isn't just intense history and urban energy. It also knows how to slow down. Vabali Spa is inspired by Balinese wellness traditions. Wellness culture is deeply rooted in Germany, and places like this remind you that balance is part of daily life here, not a luxury, but a priority. You can relax in their hot and cold pools, their saunas, and their steam rooms, and just enjoy a relaxing day at the spa. Berlin is layered, complicated, and honest. And maybe that's why it stays with you. This is a city that remembers. Thank you so much, Berlin, for this incredible experience, and I hope you all get to experience Berlin the same way I did. Please reach out if you have any questions in the comments below, and be sure to follow and like for more of my upcoming travel adventures. Happy traveling.
Gibt's
We're
denn
gonna
da
try
neue
some moonshine
Säfte,
honey?
wenn wir hier getrunken
Honey?
haben? Ich glaube, die wollen probieren. I try this.
Last one?
I try a little bit of this.
Hazelnut.
Gut, was Glück, was I do.
You really want to get drunk.
Yes. Ist schlimm? Also, then cheers.
Okay, guys. Cheers. Oh, that was amazing.
Very nice. Okay, I'll take this with us.
Okay, bye. Jokes aside, that was really great.
Is there a basket?
Oh, I love that in my coffee.
Also die beiden sind total